Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one. Shot is good by Edwards.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Zubats. George outside. Leonard with the ball. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there with his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Russell against Wall. For three, George. Minnesota with a rebound. Pass to Towns. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Leonard passes to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Russell. Towns down low. He's working on Morris. Shot's good by Towns.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
George against Edwards. Leonard with a screen on Edwards. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Minnesota in the lead. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective. Taking it right to the defense.
Shot is good by Edwards.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's George. Can they get it? And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Outside Russell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Paul George.
Russell embracing the contact that time and wants to get his way to the free throw line.
He's perfect from the line this time. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter here. Outside Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Minnesota with the ball. 6-point game. Russell against Wall. Good on the shot.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
1:03 left in the first quarter. George for three. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the wing on the left. Here's Prince. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. The kick out to Morris from behind the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Towns a screen on Wall. Pass to Towns from the arc. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Leonard with a screen on Russell. Stolen by Russell. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
It's good if it goes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Back to Russell. And the shot goes. He's got 6.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Wall against Russell. Kicks it to George. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
The Clippers trail. He takes it in. Kicks it to George. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Wall. Leonard up top. Morris sets a screen. The 3 is up. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Prince can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Well, the key there is Torian Prince staying with his man, the versatility to guard positions, because he can guard a multitude of them.
Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are we're still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
Towns, that's good.
From anywhere, Towns is just a threat. He's a potent scorer who will find his points.
Wall, the pass to George. Now here's Leonard. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Russell a screen on George. Morris against Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Towns for 3. Paul George pulls down the board. The Clippers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Back to Morris. Outside Wall. A minute 15 left in the second. Zubac passes to Leonard. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field. 54 seconds left in the first half of this one. Edwards against George. Pass to Towns. There's the 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Now here's Wall. Zubac with it. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. There's the triple. George, no good. Minnesota has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
And it's really tough to catch a pass from that distance. He's asking a lot of his teammates to reel that one in.
Pass to Leonard. No good with a layup.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Here's Jackson. Kennard outside to the middle. Here's Covington. Oh, and Reed with a block. Fast break, Minnesota. McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
With all that space, it's so hard for the defense to stay connected to everyone.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Second half getting started. About a minute played. To the inside. Back to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. And he got the whistle. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Powell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Jackson with it. Kennard outside. The three is up. On target from range.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the three-point shooting.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Here's McLaughlin. Back to Noel. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers trail. Powell in the post. Launches a three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Kennard has such good mechanics with the way he shoots it. The moment that ball is in motion, it looks good.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Reed to screen on Jackson. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Back to Reed. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Jackson. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out to Powell. There's the three. Rebound Minnesota. Here's McLaughlin. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Noel. Back to Daniels. That shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
2 minutes.
Out to Covington. Back to Kennard. And here's Batum. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Outside McDaniels. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Kennard. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage to the paint. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Noel. Fires the three. Hits a three-pointer. Noel's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Timeout called. The Clippers and the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Leonard on the wing. They set a pick. Kicks it to George. For 3. He drops it from range. George has got 5 points.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Pass to Towns. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
And here's George. 5 points in the game. Pass to Leonard. And Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards. To the middle. It's tipped. George with a steal. All alone on the break. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Towns, a screen on Wall. Pass to Towns. Just 3 on the clock. And it's Towns with the power finish.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Minnesota's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Morris against Russell. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Now you settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
Edwards against George. Pass to Prince. The kick out to Edwards. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. And so they foul intentionally.
D'Angelo Russell. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Leonard. They set the pick. Kicks it to George. And the jam by George.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
Here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Going inside. Rejected by George.
Well, in terms of wing defenders, PG might be in the top 5 in the league.
To the right side. Wall, the pass to George. Leonard with a screen on Edwards. Here's George. And a foul called on the way. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
The previous play.
little foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
And Allie, thank you for that. Russell attacking. The kick out to Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards. The Clippers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. George, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Prince. Now Russell. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Morris. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Edwards against Wall. Leonard up top. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make the three-point play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
They've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside for Russell. Clock at 4. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
George against Edwards. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. Zubac passes to George. And the jam by George.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
58 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Towns. The three ball. And connects from downtown.
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Leonard with a screen on Edwards. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
He drops the first one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
How many times have we seen Paul George single-handedly just close out games by himself? We'll see if this is one of those times. And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Towns, a screen on Wall. Pass to Towns. 29 seconds left in the game. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That'll belong to John Wall.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Edwards against George. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Zubac, screen. Shot clock at 5. Leonard for 3. Oh, bangs home the 3. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Now here's Russell. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at small forward. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Towns for 3. They get it back. Here's Gobert. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Clippers in the lead. Wall, the pass to George. And George with the jam.
Paul George stepping up big time.
The Timberwolves shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Pass to Towns. Out left to the wing. Now Edwards. Six to shoot.
2 minutes.
Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
outside. Launches it. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game in that last one. Pass to Russell. Towns against George. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Towns.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Wall with it. Russell covering. Wall, the pass to George. Shot from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Towns for 3. Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Russell, another miss. They desperately need a bucket. And it's the Clippers' ball. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, the teammates are fired up, and so is D'Lo.
Leonard with the ball. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. They escape with the W. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with 2 incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Bain passes to Brooks, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
Basket counts.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Morant. Bain kicks to Morant for the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Paul George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Here's Bain. There's the dish to Adams. Kicks it to Morant. Outside, Bain. Clock at 6. Off target from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Here's Morant. following the basket by John Wall. It's good on the putback.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Wall kicks to Morris. Outside, George. Leonard sets a screen for George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And that one's good. Leonard, the effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump, and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys will see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thank you, David.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. Left side, Bain. Back to Morant. Lots of room. He's off on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Morris kicks to Leonard. Pass to George. Out to Morris. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Zubats. Out to the right wing. Back to Wall. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And here's Leonard from three. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from three. Boy, how times have changed.
Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Outside, Wall. Outside, Leonard. The shot from 20 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Morant missing. Clippers leading by 7. Out to Morris. Back to George. Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And George drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Morant dishes to Adams. Back to Morant. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Leonard on the wing. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play.
And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. How did you react, Richard, to the changes in rules in 2021, specifically those banning non-basketball movements?
I loved it because the game has gone so far offensively that it put the defenders in such a bad spot. And so now that you're allowing for the defenders to actually play defense now, I think it's great for the game.
And instead of tricking your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, because they were using that it's not a foul, it's what they call. And let's turn what they call into actual fouls. So the referees cleaned it up perfectly.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. George passes to Wall. Shoots the 3. It doesn't go for him. The Grizzlies trail by 10. There's the lob to Jackson, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and George with the stuff.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Out to Morant. The tray. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter, and it's Leonard missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Clippers leading by 12. Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. That 3 off the mark. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He set some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Wall finds Morris. Back to Wall. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
George against Bain. Passes it to Wall. Now Zubats. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris, no good. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Down low. Here's Bain. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
Wall taking his time here. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Bain kicks to Morant. Lets it go from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Wall passes to Morris. Leonard against Brooks. Fires top of the key. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Morant with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Grizzlies. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
With the score,
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
the Clippers 25.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Jones looking for an opening. Green kicks to Jones. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Powell against Green. Outside, Batum. Powell for 3. Tillman grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 6. To the paint. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Batum. Covington kicks to Kennard. Covington setting the pick for Kennard. Sinks the triple. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Conchar. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Kennard. Down low, here's Covington, off with the layup. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They trail by 9 points. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
The pass to Kennard. Jackson kicks to Powell. Jones against Jackson. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside, Green shoots over Powell. Here's Conchar. Kennard covering. Conchar, the pass to Tillman. Launches it. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That 3-point shot is his bread and butter.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to Kennard. Covington setting the pick for Kennard. Plenty of space. And the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes. Baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
Conchar, the pass to Jones. Puts up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Green against Powell. Jackson dishes to Batum. Back to Jackson. Kennard on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's in there. Conchar's got his first basket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. From outside the arc. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Conchar. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And here's Jackson. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Batum sets a screen for Kennard. A three-pointer, no good. Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Powell, the pass to Kennard. It's rebounded by Memphis. They get a hand on it. And so it's Los Angeles headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back to the action in just a minute. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Morant outside. A 3 ball. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And here's George for 3. And Bain pulls it down. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Now here's Wall. Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Morant outside. To the middle. Bain passes to Jackson. Over to the left wing. Now here's Morant for 3. Bain on the follow.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Outside, Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. From deep 3-point range. And they get it back. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Stolen by Zubats. George looking around. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant outside. Here's the lob to Adams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And using his quick, active hands, Wall has a knack for propelling fast breaks into action.
Pass to Bain. From downtown. It's hauled in by Zubats. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Memphis working against the clock now. Morant, that's for 2. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris kicks to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Outside, Wall. Morris outside. Pass to Leonard from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. 52 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Morant with it. Back to Jackson. Morant outside for 3. Good on the triple. Morant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Grizzlies.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
On the wing, George. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wall against Morant. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. Now Jackson. And so Los Angeles takes the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Suns as they arrived earlier today. Playing in front of your home fans always puts a bounce in your step. So the Clippers win the tip. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. A nice shot by Zubac. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Here's Wall. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Leonard outside. It's George on the wing. From behind the arc. The shot comes out. The Suns go the other way with it. Left side Booker. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside Booker. Outside Paul. Clock at 6. Back to Booker. Driving inside. And Booker with the jam.
Woohoo! That was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Morris, a screen on Bridges. Leonard can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Here's Booker. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Oh, a really deep 3 that time.
How about the range? I mean, that's big-time, limitless range. I'll tell you, you better check him when he steps over the line.
Wall against Paul. Out to Bridges. Lets a 3 fly. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Wall. Out to Leonard. Fires for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Now Paul. Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Wall against Paul. Out to Leonard. From outside the arc. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Booker. Crowder, the pass to Booker. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on 3s here in this first quarter. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Booker. He has 7. Ayton passes to Bridges. Here's Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Paul against Wall. Driving to the basket. Can't hit from in close. The Suns leading. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside. Here's Crowder. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. George outside. Out to Leonard. Here's the 3. The shot no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Suns on top.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Clippers on D. It's a 3-point game. Ayton, a screen on George. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Ayton on the assist from Booker. Ayton's got his first basket.
Well, just tremendous court recognition. DeAndre Ayton excelling in the pick and roll there.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
First team foul.
And so here are the Clippers, trailing by 5.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Bridges passes to Booker. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Back to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Zubac with the steal. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges with it. Right side Booker. Bridges passes to Crowder. Back to Bridges. Banked it in off the glass. Bridges has got 5 now.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, B.A., certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Booker, good.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from 3, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
The kick out to Morris. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. And the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Suns have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Drives to the hoop. Crowder outside. Here's Bridges. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Leonard, that one's good. 9 points in the game.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Up top, Paul. Crowder. Shot from 16. Leonard can't get it to go.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Booker. George defending with the fadeaway.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender, and he just uses that body so well to contest shots.
Leonard outside. Puts up a 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him and he keeps making them.
Paul passes to Booker. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Here's Wall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Zubac. Booker against George. From deep. Offensive board. Zubac passes to Morris. And the Clippers miss again. The Suns have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Bridges left side. Oh, solid D from Leonard.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Wall no good. For 3, Bridges. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the
24. The Clippers 17.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne, and it's Lee in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Up top, Powell. Batum outside. Out to Powell. Shoots over Johnson. Clippers keep it alive. Pass to Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it. And the whistle stops play here. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his versatility.
Now here's Payne. About a minute played here in the second half. Right wing. Outside Johnson. 4-3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Jackson down low, defended by Payne. Here's Kennard. And it's off from 3-point range. Phoenix has gone 5 of 6 from 3-point land so far. Shamet into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Out to the wing. The three. Batum's shot is off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Batum. Here's Covington, and the jam by Covington.
Well, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Outside Payne. Outside Johnson. Knocks down the long J. Johnson's got 6.
Outstanding pass on time and on target.
Jackson against Payne. Kicks it out to Kennard. Powell passes to Jackson. Kennard outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Outside Payne. Back to Shamet. Pass to Payne. Here's Shamet. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Shamet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Covington up top. Unloads. It's good from the top of the key.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire.
Jackson against Payne. It's Shamet on the wing. Right side Payne. Back to Shamet. The Suns need to get off a shot. Johnson. They grab their own miss. And Saric throws it down.
That's what you call getting to the right spot at the right time. Tremendous awareness from Dario Saric.
Jackson against Payne. Kennard outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Johnson passes to Payne. Here's Lee. The kick out to Johnson. Fires from deep. The putback. Batum pulls it in. Here's the break. Pass to Kennard. It's stolen by Saric. Here's Shamet. Here's Johnson. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Phoenix Suns leading by 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at point guard. For 3, Booker. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Paul passes to Crowder. The kick out to Paul. For three, Bridges. It's stolen by Wall. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's George. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
With the drive.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Clippers, Paul George.
George hits them both.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Paul passes to Booker. Shot clock at 5. And Booker with the jam.
Well, Devin Booker, one of the rare guys in the NBA, the ability to score at will, and he's rolling right now.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Paul passes to Booker. Wall against Paul. And here's Booker. Driving to the basket. It's rebounded by Morris.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
George against Booker. Out to Leonard. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Phoenix has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Now Paul. Up top, Booker. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Leonard with a screen on Booker. Out to Leonard. Let's go with a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Back to Booker. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Crowder. And another basket for Phoenix.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And what a huge performance it was for Devin Booker.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 17. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Booker puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Morris. And here are the Clippers now. For 3, George gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, Paul George is a big-time scorer, and it matters not where he is, but you give him a corner 3, he'll take it.
Paul against Wall. Crowder outside. Bridges outside. Pass to Paul. Stolen by Wall. Inside. And stolen by Paul. Booker with it.
LA foul. Kawhi Leonard. Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw no good.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth. The three, George. No luck on that one. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This, a lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in its small forward.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And here's Wall. In the corner, George with it. Off target with his three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now the pass to Prince. Oh, here's Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. And George kicks the wall. Outside for George. Over Edwards. George, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Takes a three. And it's Towns missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Ball passes to George. That doesn't go either for George. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Off the inbound pass.
I'm sure that'll make John Wall's coach happy to see that kind of hustle and aggressiveness at the defensive end. Doing a really good job to smother. I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor, getting rid of it quickly.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Towns finds Prince. Here is Edwards, defended by George. To the right side. Clock at 4. Russell from long range. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Ball passes to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George against Edwards. Out to Morris from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Russell passes to Edwards. Prince in the corner. Outside, Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard with no one around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Passes to Edwards. Gobert with it. Zubac's defending. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Leonard. Uncovered. And again, the Clippers good for two.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
Ball against Russell. Banked in off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
24 seconds left to play in the first. Wall dishes to George. Kicks it to Leonard. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Edwards drives in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Clippers?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Zubac finds George. All with it. Outside for George. From outside the arc. That one doesn't go. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good on the triple. Clippers leading by 5. The kick out to Wall. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Leonard from deep three-point land. They get it again.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside for George. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 4. Towns wide open. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Outside, George from deep three-point range. Rebound, Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Towns kicks to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. Right wing. Towns for 3. No good there. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
It's Prince on the wing. Mr. Gobert. Edwards looking it over. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. Park of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach, but point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Ball against Russell. Out to Morris. Takes a 3. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Russell against Wall. The kick out to Towns. Prince outside. Driving to the basket. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
And George kicks to Zubats. Pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. That shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Prince wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Prince has got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Outside, Wall. Morris outside. The pass to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
And a deep three from Russell. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
20.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Batum finds Covington. Outside Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got the first bucket of the third here for the Clippers. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. The Timberwolves trail. Noel passes to McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Kennard for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Over to the wing for the lead. And McLaughlin gets it to go. McLaughlin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jackson kicks to Kennard. They need this. Drops in the tray. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Here's Noel into the lane.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Jackson down low. Batum wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Noel passes to Anderson. Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Out to the wing. From the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Jackson kicks to Covington. Dishes to Powell. Pass to Kennard. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Noel. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Noel's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Outside, Batum. That one misses. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 15-5 run. And finished off by Anderson.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Outside Jackson. That's a 2 from Kennard. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Here's McDaniels. He has 5. Jacks up a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the 3-ball is good. Kennard's got 9 points now in the quarter. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 6. And we're coming. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Russell against Wall. Right side, George. Here's the 3. Drains the three-pointer. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And, you know, the long-range shooting of PG is admirable. I mean, he's a dead-eye launcher from deep. And he's developed that part of his game over the years.
Towns with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
George up top. Edwards defending. Takes it out to Leonard for the 3. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
You get open, and Wall will find you. He's got one of the best assist averages in NBA history.
Kicks it out to Prince. Leonard with the steal. And here's George for 3. Gobert pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside Edwards. Towns the screen. The open shot, Edwards. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Takes it out to Leonard. From downtown, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, stolen by George. Here's Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside, Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Hits it from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points. And when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
Ball against Russell. Zubats.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Ball against Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The kick out to Towns. Shot clock at 6. And he makes good on the way up.
High percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Clippers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Out to Morris. Back to Wall. Left side, George. It's up a 3. Drills it from outside. George has got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Clippers.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Russell passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
George looking over the floor. Lets it go from the wing. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now here's Towns. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
It's stolen by Wall.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
Russell against Wall. Outside, Russell. Outside, Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
That'll be 8 seconds. LA basketball.
And stolen by Prince. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
say does that start?
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. Leonard for three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities. Dylan Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
The kick out to Wall. Morris outside. Leonard right side. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Down low. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. George with it. Guarded by Morant. The three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside Bane. Morant with it. George defending. From deep. Kept alive. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Pass to George. Three-pointer, no good. As for Dylan Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, B.A., he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Wall against Morant. Outside Wall. The kick out to Morris from the arc. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Morant with it. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Wall. Leonard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Up and over Brooks. Misses off the right iron.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Shot's good by Morant.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. Leonard for three. That one is off. And it's Memphis the other way. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
And the Clippers with the ball. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Pass to George. Back to Wall. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. Adams grabs the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Bane with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. George passes to Leonard. Oh, Adams with the block.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Here's Morant with the crossover, and he takes it up and lays it in. Morant's got 5 now.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
George outside. Out to Leonard. Looking to end the drought. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. From deep, Bane. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. He shoots it. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Now here's Zubac. Morris finds Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And he's going for the oop here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
Morant against Wall. George outside. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defenders?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Now here's George from deep three-point range. Knocks it loose.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Clippers trail. Now Leonard. George outside. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Ball for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds now. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside for Morant. Drills it from deep. Morant's got 8.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
It's George on the wing. The 3 is up. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Leonard with a screen on Bane. Leonard outside. This one for 3.
I love how aggressive Bane is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Leonard against Bane. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Wall. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 6 to shoot. Out to Leonard. Up and over Brooks. And too long on the shot.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's foul number 2 for him. Wall finds George. Back to Wall. Kicks it to George. Morris for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
And for the teams that were looking to draft Jaren Jackson Jr., what they saw was a true modern-day center who could defend 1 through 5.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Leonard's shot's good.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
27 seconds left to play in the half.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
George for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 7. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. If you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Here's Jones. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And that one drops for him. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
Jackson against Jones. Pass to Batum. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up to the rim. Batum's shot is off.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Conchar. 7-point gain, biggest lead so far. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's Conchar beyond the arc. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
A tremendous floor spacer. Danny Green has that sniper's mentality.
Jones against Jackson. Kicks it out to Kennard. Fires the 3. And he recovers it. Outside Covington. From downtown. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Jones with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Conchar. No good from outside. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Jackson. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Jones. Deflected.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Here's Kennard. Gets the 3 to fall.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
2 minutes remaining.
Jones against Jackson. Kennard outside. Takes the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Jones against Jackson. Spins. Covington. Out to the right wing. Batum, pass to Kennard. Buries it from 3. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Jones from outside. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And there it is for him. And now it's just a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Someone you can rely on to make winning plays. Batum capitalizes off the fast break.
On the wing, Green. Back to Jones. Pass to Tillman. Green for 3. Hits the trifecta. Green's got 6 points.
In rhythm, what a beautiful release by Danny Green. The catch and shoot, he has it to a science.
Kennard outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Back to Jones. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Kennard outside. Tips it. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with a 7-point. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. They've got Xavier Tillman. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green.
Boy, in the paint, Kawhi tearing right through the D, just pushing his way to a shot.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
And Allie, thanks. The Clippers trail. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by the Clippers. Brooks, the pass to Moran. Brooks with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Back to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Moran. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard for three. Morris is rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the lob. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
He's a big target with long arms. Just throw it up there, and Steven Adams, he will go get it.
Moran against Wall. Pass to George. Leonard outside. This one for three. Drains the triple.
Once a weakness, Leonard's three-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
And here's Morant outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Wall. Out to Leonard to take the lead. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Brooks from outside. The shot off that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. George for 3. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Here's Morant. Sinks that one from the post.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. George passes to Morris. Back to George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team.
Leonard against Brooks. 4-3.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his 1st foul of the game. Memphis leading. 1:49 left to play in the 4th. On the wing, Bane. Wall covering. Outside for Moran.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George, displays strong timing and discipline.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Bane, the pass to Morant. Deflects the pass. 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up. Here's Leonard. Pass to George. From behind the arc. And it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within 1. 52 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Morant. Now Adams. Money.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now here's George. Leonard outside. To tie it up. He connects. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. "19 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. Missed it. Wall with it. Pass to Leonard.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Greg, these two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Bridges outside. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Crowder with the steal. Paul outside. The kick out to Crowder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Leonard finds Morris. Now Wall. Outside for George. No good on the 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Crowder. In the corner, it's Bridges. Paul outside. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Booker. Over George. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Here's Paul. Paul George making his last shot. Paul dishes to Ayton. The shot's good.
Big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Now here's Wall. And it's Leonard, top of the key. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ayton, the pass to Paul. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by George.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Leonard on the wing, defended by Bridges. Leonard kicks to George. Launches a 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
That one goes. Count it.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Wall. Outside for George. Zubac with the screen for George. 5 to shoot. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Wall passes to Leonard. And here is Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. The dish to Crowder. Paul outside. On the wing, Bridges. It's good from long range.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Paul against Wall. Outside for George. Over Booker. No good. Shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Paul dishes to Booker. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trail by 3. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
And George drops them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Paul with the ball, and here's Booker from the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. No good from Zubac. And here's Bridges. They'll bring it up for Phoenix.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Leonard with the bucket. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the...
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that
the previous play is under
in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And Wall kicks to Zubac. Morris outside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Leonard, no luck.
So that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Paul passes to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Here's Wall going inside, and Wall with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Ball against Wall. Kicks it out to Booker. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris outside. The kick out to Wall. Outside, George. The 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Phoenix.
we've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Kicks it out to Booker. From past the arc. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. In the corner, it's Bridges. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. From deep. He can't get it to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Here's Wall. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Ayton kicks to Booker. Five on the clock, looking to end his cold spell.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Clippers trail by 4. George looking around. And George with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Crowder a screen on George. Booker the pass to Bridges. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Wall with the steal. Crowder with the steal. Bridges outside. And here's Booker from the... Oh, he got it to go.
Patient. Bam. Woo. What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rich and Johnson around the block. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in its small forward. Payne with it. Jackson on him. Saric just screen on Batum. Johnson goes in. Saric. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Powell. Outside for Jackson. It's hauled in by the Suns. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jackson is doubled. Clock at 6. Here's Covington, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shots. So often, it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Here's Johnson. Shamet finds Johnson. Back to Shamet. Second shot opportunity. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Finals.
Outside Jackson. Outside for Batum with a tie. He can't hit that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Shoots the 3. No good on that one.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Right side, Lee. Shamet up top. On the wing, Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Suns have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And the Clippers call time here.
Once again, let's hear it for your Clippers breaker.
Shooting 2. That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Outside Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
For 3, Booker, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Ball against Paul. Wall, no luck. Suns leading by 4. Booker outside. For 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morris inside. He's against Crowder. Leonard looking over the floor. The Clippers keep it alive. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Suns. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And that one drops for him.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Booker against George. Leonard kicks to George. Morris with the screen for George. From deep three-point range, Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in this game. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Bridges finds Booker. A 3-ball. Bridges passes to Booker. Looking to get back on track here. Empty that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard on the wing. Morris with a screen on Booker. Leonard with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
Paul dishes to Booker. Back to Paul. Kicks it to Booker. Phoenix needs to get off a shot, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to George. Zubats with the screen for George. Inside to take the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is the previous play is everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Paul kicks to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Out to Morris. Outside, George. To tie it up. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And taken away by Paul. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Bridges passes to Booker. 6 to shoot. Crowder a screen on George. Booker with it. He's picked up by Wall. They get the rebound. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Ball outside. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Zubats. Ball against Bridges. A 3 from Leonard. And the 3-ball is good. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Bridges outside. Wall with the steal. Here's Leonard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Booker against George. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard against Bridges. And the Clippers who call time here. They're behind by 1. 20 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time.
Thank you, David.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And the Suns call time. They're in front by 1. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And Chris Paul continues to affect every aspect of the game. He knows how important this time is. It's just incredible.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here's Leonard from 3. The 3 won't fall. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break.